From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, June the 5th, 2020. The gunman accused of trying to attack a synagogue in Germany last year and then shooting and killing two people nearby has been recaptured after briefly escaping from prison. The prisoner climbed an 11-foot fence on Saturday but was caught fairly quickly and has now been transferred to a maximum security prison. If you recall, he tried to break into the synagogue in Halle during Yom Kippur services last year while congregants were inside, but the doors were locked. And he then shot dead a woman and then a man in the area nearby. He is set to stand trial this summer. Just this week, a swastika was found outside the Jewish community building in Halle. Police are investigating that incident. It appears the Palestinian Authority will reject tax revenue collections from Israel. Israel regularly collects these revenues and then transfers them to the PA. But in keeping with PA President Mahmoud Abbas's vow to stop all coordination with Israel in protest over West Bank annexation talks, Palestinian Civil Affairs Commission Director Hussein al-Sheikh wrote on Twitter in Arabic on Wednesday, "We assert that we refused and continue to refuse the delivery of the tax revenues in adherence to the decision of the Palestinian leadership that we are absolved of all understandings and agreements with Israel. If, in fact, the revenues are rejected, it is likely to cause significant economic hardship for the Palestinian people." Norway announced that it will withhold half of the year's funding it gives to the Palestinian Authority until it stops using school books that glorify violence and hate. Foreign Minister Ina Eriksen Søreide made the announcement in response to a parliamentary question on the issue this week. She also said she raised the issue last month in a meeting with the PA Education Minister Marwan Awartan and back in February with Prime Minister Mohammed Shtayyeh. The European Union commissioned a report by the Georg Eckert Institute for International Textbook Research after the NGO Impact said they found incitement to hatred, violence, and martyrdom in Palestinian Authority textbooks. And the European Parliament passed resolutions condemning the PA for teaching hate. Impact CEO Markus Scheff called the decision by Norway's foreign minister unprecedented. He said the minister has taken a principled stand championing the teaching of respect for the other, tolerance, and peacemaking as the way to resolve conflict. Jewish groups welcomed the move by Norway as well. The American Jewish Committee tweeted, "Bravo, Norway, for your principled stand against Palestinian incitement and the glorification of terrorism. Instead of teaching peace," they wrote, "Palestinian textbooks encourage martyrdom and deny Israel's existence. This is not the road to peace." B'nai B'rith International wrote, "Strong move by Norway against anti-Israel propaganda in pulling funding for PA books which demonize Israel and focus on anti-Semitic tropes." The City Council of Amsterdam is pledging over $5.5 million to renovate the Dutch National Holocaust Museum. This according to a statement by the Jewish Cultural Quarter, to which the museum belongs. Part of the target $28 million for the museum's reopening, which is planned for 2022. The National Holocaust Museum of the Netherlands opened in 2017 in a building that during the Holocaust was used to smuggle hundreds of Jewish children to safety from the next door building where they were held. Well, today marks the anniversary of the outbreak of the Six-Day War. 53 years ago, on June the 5th of 1967, we remember when Israel came under attack from 5 Arab armies intent on destroying it, and Israel's heroic victory. Here on JBS, we continue to bring you special programming in commemoration. Looking at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, June the 5th, live Shabbat services are coming up from New York City's Central Synagogue at 6, followed by Kabbalat Shabbat services from the Hampton Synagogue. At 8, historian Simon Schama speaks at the 92nd Street Y. At 9, it's the film Israel Indivisible. Then a replay of the Hampton Synagogue service, followed by a replay of the Central Synagogue service. And coming up right after this newscast, a look at this week's Torah portion. And that's the JBS News update for Friday, June the 5th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well. Shabbat Shalom.